We're switching to the shitty group. Hakon, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons, extra supplies too. You perk up just now realizing Mauger has been talking to you. Since Wagner died, everyone has been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Hakon? I hear you. I was saying the Varro we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighter using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eric. Eric, I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge crawling through the streets. We put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths then. You sure that wound has healed, Lubin? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on the mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. They're right, Lubin. Return to Strand. Go home. Why? Aren't you the fabled dredge killer? How do you let them get this far south? We're not watchmen of the world. Watch your tone. If they are here, then something has gone wrong in Schlid, and you shouldn't be here. We only made what? We only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it a second time. Either take us through the wandering roads, or do your job and slaughter some dredge. Lubin turns abruptly and scowls. He stamped back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering roads not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skulls with one hand. If Lubin won't be deterred, we'll have to deal with it. Don't let Lubin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? Tell them to cover the mountainside in dread bodies. Good. Give the word and we'll set off. I ask how you're dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady, old Mocker, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They come to follow Wagner. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Anything else you can tell me about the caravan? Throw together this many Varl, half of them wants to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There are a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal, I've got it under control. The fighter we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are few moaning about fighting for you. Instead of Wagner, there are the ones who to worry about. What about Ludin's men? They won't want to hear anything from me, I know that. Any problems? Could be. Ludin pets Varl named Bersi. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastards know how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too. Yursa. She's probably the best fighter Ludin's got, to be honest. I've overheard some Varl call her the witch. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge. Still, does it make much sense? Witch? They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am? Any more rope and I hang myself. I doubt that. I forget. You weren't around back then. At one point, I had more rope. I hugged myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. You think we're walking into a death trap? This many Varl? No. We should be alright. Things should get rough though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to their death. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag? I still wondering what happened. We had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder. Nah, never mind. He was poisoned. Anyway, I will worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. What were you holding back about Wagner? I'd rather not say, Hakan. Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head and you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. Sounds important. Tell me. How did Wagner die? He ran into Dredge, wasn't expecting it. When we found him, he was lying face down like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? You think Lidden? He probably didn't, but damn it. We should keep an eye on that bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. I will. Ah, okay, let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. You knew him well, didn't you? Wagner? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use the help here, there. The scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Margaret got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. What are you always putting down on that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Aberrang for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes. Menders wove up something that writes his own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value to the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Lyddon's? Gods forbid. Ha! You relic. The gods have been dead for a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. I've heard you were terror in your days. How do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we Varl can get naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He got a few years on me. Just hunkers in Golfheim collecting rhyme. Bastards might actually beat me. Another one named Krumer is close, I think. But the adult son of a bitch is still welcome a fight. He'll probably be off before I am. Although the scrivener gestures around him as if to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery baron for a Junder now. Can't remember half what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't get fantasy on my behalf, Hakan. Okay, I won't. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could have happened. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Ha! Get some rest. Always more marching to do. I've hoofed more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Don't worry about me. Let's check on the heroes. God, they're terrible. Okay. Breaking shields. Confirmed. That's just so good. You are the worst, worst, worst ever. Ever. Wait, can you level up? No. Okay. Nothing else to do? Let's leave. Alright, we're heading to... where was it again? Someplace. Look at that, says Vulgar. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just easily pass by as rush up there and slaughter them. Ludin over here, that's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. We'll deal with it ourselves. The caravan stops and waits while you lead a small detachment up to the hillside to take care of the dredge quickly. You tell Ludin to stay by the caravan. He folds his arm and mutters something about being treated like a child. We're good with that. You call this easy? Oh God. We're gonna force ourselves into a corner here. On purpose, obviously. God, he's terrible. Promoted. Nice. Somebody finally got hit. He is not my tank. I don't know why he's there. I should move him. Oh, I have to. Okay, that's fine then. Counterclockwise, right? So it goes this way. That's clockwise though. Did you? Oh boy. Not again. Oh, thank God. I should be able to kill him next turn. No! Shit. Deflected. He died again, the green dude. Huh. Hakon, Eric. I can't believe he died again. Terrible. Hakon. You can hear Lidden's hard-booted trot as you set up camp the first day. Embrace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. It seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of dreads along the way, am I right? Why do you ask? Because since we left Aberrang, the Varl have been acting like I need protection. Don't assume only the Varl can fight, do you understand me? That is my banner where we fly to Grofheim, the banner of Aberrang. I insist on joining you in battle. Almost gutted your first encounter and already ready for more? Whatever you like, Prince. And I expect more resistance. From Wagner, maybe. Wagner, wow. They tell me you were his Skender. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin Varl thing? You don't take on his responsibilities. Why the tough act, kid? Don't look down on me again. Don't you dare. When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously? You better start. We'll both be king someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Lyddon looks at you as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. So they force a tent. Exertion. You've gotten some character with high exertion. Don't overlook this important stat. Exertion lets you add more willpower to your actions. Want to add more than 1 star to your act? Upgrading 3 exertions let you add 3 damage every attack, or move 3 spaces further than usual. If you got willpower for it. Remember, each stat is equally important in combat. Choose wisely. No, it's not equally important. Shield break is always the best. Psh. Okay, let's talk to Hofnir? Hakan. Wow. Can't remember the character's name yet. You have a moment. As you approach Bercy, she lowers the book she was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book reading type. You're Bercy. You're Hakan. We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. What's a Varl doing working for Lyddon? What's a Varl doing working for another Varl? What's the difference does it make? It looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favor and don't get Lyddon killed. He's important to you? No, but that's one way to put it. Where do you learn to fight? Same way as you, by fighting. You know what I mean. I rob well-protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime. Is that what you mean? Yeah, not anymore. I've had lots of jobs. Can I trust you? That's what a loaded question, depending on what you mean. Whose back will you have if things go wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself and you'll figure it out. Does Lyddon understand that? Lyddon doesn't even understand that half his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to. You laugh at unexpected dodge. Bercy grins, pleased with himself. What do you want to know? I won't keep you any longer. See you on the battlefield, old leader of Varl. You could join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Lyddon alive. Got it? As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of threat behind that gravely request. Okay, let's talk to the witch. Yrsa, right? She watches you approach with her held tilted back and points a thumb towards Lyddon's tent. No, here for you. Oh, can we talk? Yrsa shakes her head no and smile on her lips, eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In those two curious contradictory words, you get 2 impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. She watches you unexpectedly. You don't talk? No. You do, though. I don't. She smiles warmly, clearly enjoying her game. She watches you unexpectedly. It's about the flaming arrows. She raises an eyebrow. Varl and fire don't get along. All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them, she pulls out an arrow, then flicks the wrist you don't quite catch. Suddenly, a bird combusts in the tree behind you and falls to the ground, smoldering. Half the camp has turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. You're Lyddon's bodyguard? No, he's mine. Before you have the chance to be confused, she cackles, erupt and loud, and then looks slightly embarrassed. You are his personal guard, though. Her expression changed, of course. How do you end up with someone like Lyddon? Luck. Well, this has been fun. She crosses her arm and a hand on her chin and cocks her head to one side. Until next time, Yrsa. Hakan. You stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. She put her forefinger on her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. We are going to the hero's tent. Oh my. He is another two-hander. I already have this terrible person. Let's get rid of him. He's terrible. Let's see if I can find anything better. Continue. Promote. Continue. Promote again. Continue. And to leave. Oh. Whoops. Confirm. What is it? Grant ally 4 willpower. Let's see. You use 1 willpower to give somebody else 4. Interesting. Ludden Spearmaster, Siege Archer. Let's get that maxed. And more strength for him. She's the last one. Good. I think I like this order. Wait. Anybody injured that I care about? Not really. So we're just gonna leave. He can just be injured for the rest of the time. You overheard a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slags as much as the next bar, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hakan, says one. Apparently, he doesn't realize you're within earshot, not willing to die for him either. Challenge him to a fight. Who will you take orders from? Asked loudly. Wagner's dead. We can decide right now. You raise your fists. He does the same, reluctantly. His best shot's not bad, but you've had a lot worse. You grab him by the horn, swing his entire massive frame through the air, and plant him on the ground. What's his name? You ask his companion. Chris. Take care of Chris, you reply. You hear them laughing at his misfortune as you wander off. A small gathering of tents come into view. Group of merchants from the look of it. You ask if what they're doing here. We're camped out at the Godstone Head. One tells you, leaving an offering to Dengler, as one does. His expression turns. Dredge start appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed, though the Godstones be safe, but damned if I know why. We've been dodging them since we left. Ask him if they have anything to trade. Not much, he replies. Anything of value left in Godstone. At the Godstone. I've never seen this many borrow in one place before. You're off to deal with some of those dreads? You nod. We could part with some supply if you need them. We'll take them. How much? I'll give them freely. Clearing the road is more than what we could ask for. I have one request though. My wife's brother stay at the Godstone. You'll know him by a necklace with many gold rings. If you see him, say we're safely to Strand. Say we are safely in Strand. You agreed, and the merchant continues onward. Awesome. Thank you. Very nice of you guys. The caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line and then to Mogger, who tells you Dredge know we're coming. Probably saw us back at Rarefell and did their unusual lurking. You have been bad. Could have been bad if we prodded to them, but we saw them first. Dredge watch out, waiting. Dredge watched you, waiting to see what you do. When the last time you command a few hundred Hakan? Asked Mulder. Don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. War. When you come across more enemies than your party could handle, you'll engage in war. Give your army orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your own hands dirty too. By making battle easier for yourself, you end up with higher casualties, or you can take the burden on yourself with a harder battle but save more lives. You're ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to run, avoiding battle completely. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn, a fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count, there must be 477 of them. You have 185 fighters and 466 morale at your side. Even from where you can see nervous glance amongst the enemy's rank. This looks like a good chance to press your advantage. Formation. You start comparing weaknesses and strength, taking into account terrain, morale, and the look of your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your force balanced. Give order. You start rallying your forces, gather your allies around you, prepare to enter the fray. Okay, so there you go. We're ready. Let's go.